So we're here with a special edition of Valley East today on video, and I'm here with Lilian or Lil? They go by Lil?
Go Lil, yeah.
With Lilian Tambeau and Gregg Snyder, and Carrie, Doucette, all from the Valley East Ringette Association, and what we're looking at finding a little bit more information on is what the Valley East Ringette Association is all about, for one thing. What the ringette program in the entire region is all about. And a little bit about what kind of program that the players and the coaches and parents follow in order to make a good sport. And with my background being from hockey, I'm interested in learning as much as I can from this. I'll be asking a lot of questions that, you may say, well, we're going to start from scratch, and yeah. Yeah, because I'm used to blades at the end of these sticks, but
Yes.
so let's start off. What is the Valley East Ringette Association, and you've got registrations coming up now, and just tell me everything you can, and feel free to jump in, anybody. Given time.
Maybe Carrie could talk a little bit about the sport itself, and then that'll start on conversation on what we're going to be doing with the association this year. Of course, we're going to play with the game, ringette. How ringette started is a fitness, fun, and friendship. And that's what we try to teach the girls on, to have fun and make new friends.
So fitness, fun, friendship, those are your three core values?
Yes.
Okay. Plus everything else that falls into that, fair play, respect,
Fair play, respect.
yes, giving back, like all of those good things.
Yes.
It has been around since 1963, I believe.
I was just gonna say that.
So it's relatively a new sport, and I know that North Bay was the founding place for ringette. You would think that somebody would have picked up the game someplace, because it does seem like a game that anybody could play just without rules, just on the ponds. But
It actually started in Espanola
started in Espanola.
with a felt ring.
Okay.
It was.
So how did North Bay get the credit?
I think they were the first established association.
Okay, which gives it a starting point.
Yeah.
So 1963, so not that long ago. So, we're looking at a sport that was 50 years old almost. So you were playing it right from the beginning? Like what age did you
I
start?
started when I was probably in my last year of petite, so I don't know what that is, U10 now? And I was about 10.
So the age categories are like soccer?
Very
Yes.
close.
Underage group?
Yeah.
Similar to that, yeah.
So,
We have our bunnies. We're introducing our new program in bunnies this year, which is 5 to 7.
bunnies is 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
And novice is from 7 till 9, and then petite is from 10 to 11 or 12. Then tween is 12 to 14, and juniors 14 to 16, and bell 16 to 18, and there's also an open division over 18 years of age.
So it's close to the hockey age group.
Very close.
Very close, yeah.
To me, tell me, is this an easier game to play, like to learn, than hockey? Like, there aren't awful lot of rules, but is it
Absolutely
from skill wise? No? Okay. So tell me about
Hockey is more of you can be an individual in hockey. Ringette, you need to play as a team because there's so much passing involved, and you can't just take the ring from one end of the ice to the other. You have to pass over all the blue lines. There's a certain, we call it the ringette line, but I don't know if it even has any value in hockey. I don't think it does. But you can only have a certain amount of people in there, so you have to designate your positions, whereas you can't go in the crease. There's just a lot of rules.
how many. If I say girls, it's not. I'm not slighting the guys, but I know that it's open to both
Yeah.
males
Most
and
census, yeah, but the majority are females.
So how many people are on the ice? How many skaters?
5 skaters and a goalie.
Same as hockey.
Yeah.
So what are the rules? Like, do two of them have to stay in the defensive end, and
Well, it used to be like, way back when it first started, they had like, it went different colored sticks. So defense had, I think, I don't even remember what it was. It was blue, white, and red. Defense, forwards, and centers. And that's what designated you on your positions on the ice. Now it's like you have 2 defense, 2 forwards, and a center, just like hockey.
Can the center go all over?
Yeah, the center goes all over. So like the free play lines that are the circles that are in the ends, there's free play lines. The defense and the center are like your protectors for your goalie. When you get to the other end, it's the center and the forwards that work your offense. The defense.
So you're looking at 3-on-3.
3-on-2, or 3-on-3, yes.
Yeah,
3-on-3.
in the zones.
Yeah,
Mind you, there's
yeah.
all that neutral ice in
That's right.
between.
Can you ever get into a 5-on-5? Any place on the ice?
Just
You
in
can
the
get into
central
a
portion.
4-on-3.
In the middle portion of the ice, you
Yeah,
can
and
have 5 on,
Okay.
5
Yeah.
on 5, just the 2 ends, it's 3-on-3.
Okay.
And then if you get into like penalties and that kind of thing,
That must
or
be a
pull your
tough
goalie.
game for the 4 and 5-year-olds to learn it, the bunnies to learn, right?
It
Yeah.
takes a couple games, and you're looking at October, November before they understand we're not going across the line, if there's too many girls across the line
Oh, that's
at
good.
each end, but they pick it up pretty fast, so.
I used to coach 12-year-old boys that couldn't understand, they couldn't go over.
With the bunny program though, they're not gonna start with the game plan right away. We're gonna teach them how to skate, how to stop, how to hold on to a stick, skate with a stick.
fundamentals basically.
That's
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. So then, once they have that in place, then we'll integrate a little bit of the game hopefully by January.
So how many people would be enrolled in the Valley East Association?
Last year we had 94 players.
94 players.
Yes. Then there's also the Walden Association and the Sudbury Association, and they both have compo around 100, so there's about 300 and some kids within the Sudbury region that play ringette.
How many players would be on a team?
We try to keep the team size about 14 on average. We try to keep very small
It's
teams.
the same as hockey, basically.
Yeah.
So 14, it's okay, so 92. So do you ice a team in every division?
Yes. In some divisions, we have two teams. And we've gone actually to 12 players on a team, or just to have 2 teams.
So this isn't a rep house league format, it's, you put in as many teams as you get players for, or what?
It's different than hockey in that sense because in hockey you have, just like you have house league, and then your rep players only play rep because they have enough rep teams in the city
Okay.
to play in a rec league, right? Or right, like a competitive league. Whereas ringette, your rep players have to play on your house league teams to get enough ice time because ringette's not as popular as hockey. So we have one rep team for like the whole city of Sudbury.
Oh, really?
To that division.
Yeah. But
For
those
for that
players
division.
also play house league too.
That's right.
So one team?
Well,
For the greater Sudbury.
For-
area.
They must be
For
pretty
each division,
competitive.
yes.
Must be pretty competitive tournaments then.
They,
They must have a good team.
last year the Bell team finished 3rd in the province, in the provincials, and then I forget how the petite team,
The A team came back,
yeah.
and then House League, Jimmy Bell came back with gold
and it was,
in House League.
Yeah, so you're driving, I mean, like in hockey, putting the best players on
One team, yeah.
That's right.
and sending them off.
Yes.
That'd be- What about high school? Do they play in high school?
Not in Sudbury.
On Sudbury?
There's on the like Ontario Ringette Association website, they have what's called like gym ringette. And you can play in like the schools, but
Okay.
there's not enough girls, like because we have so many high schools in Sudbury, for there to be enough girls in one high school to form a ringette team to play against the other high schools, there's not enough girls.
And there's not enough guys that would be interested in it yet.
No.
They have it at the university level.
Yeah, they do.
Locally or just?
Laurentian had a team, I don't even remember when Sarah Waters was in high school.
I think so, yeah, Sarah was the girl I was
She-
thinking about. She
they-
was
but they-
playing down south, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't, Laurentian wouldn't give them funding to make it like a
Varsity.
varsity. Yeah, so it was a ringette club, but they went to all the same tournaments as all the other ringette teams in all of like Ontario. And there's like a University Challenge Cup at the end of the year where all the universities go and they play for like the big.
So, why would a person pick ringette over hockey? Because I think skating has to be the big thing. And most girls can skate. I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. Most girls can skate faster than most guys at the same age level when they're starting out.
Girls are more agile, and I think it makes it easier for them to skate and move and have the speed on the ice than
Yeah.
what a guy would at that age.
So what's the attraction to ringette instead of going and playing hockey?
The big thing, I think, is team play, and what Carrie had talked about earlier is, like one player can't dominate. There's always strong players even within ringette, but those players are forced to play with the other players. So when the player comes out of her end, or she has to pass it to another player, then that player has to pass it to another player before you get to the other end.
You can't cross a line?
You can't cross the blue lines without passing. So it makes it a team sport. And they also force you to, you only can maintain the ring for 30 seconds, one team. So if you have a dominant team, they only can control the ring for 30 seconds or they'll lose it if they don't score.
So you've taken, so they took rules from basketball, basically
Yes.
Shot
possession?
clock.
Shot
possession
clock,
clock,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it makes it good that then you force the players to play with each other and then it's a team, more of a team sport.
and it's definitely no body checking.
No,
No,
no body
there's-
contact at all.
There's body
There's
contact.
body contact, no body checking, yeah.
Yeah.
That can get rough.
At the older ages, it does get a bit rougher. It's just, people position themselves very well and there is contact.
So what's the, what are some of the big priorities for Valley East ringette this year? Anything new, anything?
Our main goal is always looking ahead to benefit the players. We like to make sure that they have fun. We want to make sure they have enough ice time, which is quite a bit of ice time. For the girls, they basically have 24 games a year, and they have approximately between 7 to 10 practices each division. The novice will have somewhat a little bit more because they're younger, and the price is right as well for them. But this year we're integrating the running program, which we haven't had in quite some time, because we feel that to be successful in association, you have to go back sometimes to your ground roots, which would be the bottom, and then you go up. And now, because some of our older players, seasoned players, are growing
Seasoned
up,
players.
yes, seasoned players, yes. They're growing up and they're going to the AAA, AA playing and losing those players. So if you don't have your ground up players, then you're gonna end up very small ringette associations, smaller than what you have.
So Valley East, the regular teams are what, A level?
No, they're house league teams. They're just house league teams.
So the AAA, AA,
It's all very confusing
Yeah,
for someone
it
who's
is.
used to hockey.
Yeah.
Yes.
AAA,
There's house league,
yeah,
and then the best players from all the house league teams make up an A team every year.
okay.
And we only have A in Sudbury, but other divisions, mostly down south, they play A or AA,
Depending on the caliber of
depending
play.
on how they, yeah. And then AAA comes in every second year, and they go to Ontario Winter Games.
Yeah.
So the year that Ontario Winter Games are, because it's every second year, because it alternates summer and winter, that's the year AAA is.
And that's like a provincial team, or is that a regional?
No,
or
that's like-
district?
Northeastern.
Yeah, it goes
Or
by,
district.
yeah, the district.
Yeah, so
Which we do have a AAA team this year.
what district are we in? What is it? It's
Northeast, it's called.
Northeast.
North Bay.
That comes from
North
North Bay,
Bay,
Timmins,
Sioux.
Sioux, Thunder Bay, Sudbury.
So take the best
Or
of the best.
the best of all the north.
They have tryouts for it as well.
Yeah, there's only 6 teams in the province, basically, from 6 different regions.
Well, we've had a couple of girls playing in the AAA team, haven't we,
Yes.
recently?
Yes, we do.
What we do right now?
Yes.
It's a AAA year this year, so
Yeah.
yeah, they're
I
playing.
think there's 4 girls from Sudbury on the team this year, 4 or 5.
And I understand that's a lot of travel.
Yes,
Yes.
very much.
Yeah.
They've been in the camps now since May, so they've had a camp every month to
So
travel
it's
to.
serious.
Yes.
It gets serious at that upper level.
Very.
Yeah, the first tournament's on a long weekend of October.
Now, where do they go after that? Like, is this the culmination when, then they go to university, or?
There's There's a Team Canada team
As
that they
well.
can also make
Yeah.
that if they.
What happens is from it's so confusing if you don't
Actually,
know
it seems pretty.
So AAA is every second year.
Right.
Every fourth year when there's Canada Winter Games, that's when Team Ontario is chosen from the AAA girls.
Okay.
And then Team Ontario from those girls, they usually play like the open division. When it's AA, you become part of the National Ringette Association or National Ringette League, the NRL, and those girls make up Team Canada, which go to Canadian Ringette Championships every 4 years. I believe it is.
Now you have AAA caliber girls. At that AAA level, it's girls, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have AAA caliber girls playing in the house league during the season.
Yes.
Yes, we encourage them to.
It's to give back during it and give back to the other girls, and you'd be
So
quite
how
surprised
does that
how
work?
it works.
You do have your girls that really enjoy it. That's something that we started the last 2 years is we've used them as mentors for the little players.
So you're not telling them to go out there and blow everybody away.
No.
It's
That's
more.
why
Has to
they
be
do on their
fair
A
play.
team.
It's about fair play.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
they play the A or AAA to do that. But when it comes to house league, they have to be mentors on the ice
Okay.
and be fair with the other players as well.
Like playing coaches.
That's right.
So, because at the AAA level, it's an open. It's not every age group, is it?
It's pretty much, there's an age cap, but usually it's 16 to 18.
Yeah. So
Maybe you
you're,
have
the
really
caliber has
good
to
younger
be, good
girls,
enough.
yeah.
so you're at that age where you're thinking about
You're
coaching, you're
yeah.
thinking about giving back anyway. It's
A lot of them is because they love the game.
Okay.
And they just love it, they want to be there. Some of our AAA players right now are into training and they end up going to the gym 2-3 times a week to be prepared for their AAA. Plus their camps that they attend to.
wow.
Mhm.
Many tournaments,
There's 3 before the Winter Games.
but I mean at your house league or rep level, your local.
The house league usually has 1 to 2 tournaments, then they have what we call the regionals, and the regionals is just basically all the north. We play off in April, basically. And last year it was in the Sioux, and again this year will be in the Sioux.
So we would call that the playdowns in hockey.
There's a local playdowns here we have locally, what we call our playdowns, and it's just the 3 local divisions, and we play down in early March.
Okay.
Then there's a 2-week cap, then we play the regionals, and it's just different game.
What Ontario goes to?
There is Ontario's for the provincial level, but not the house league level.
Okay. So when they register, and register, like, this video will be dated, obviously, and people are going to be watching this after the registration, but the registrations start next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
And where are they?
This first one is Tuesday the 23rd.
So 23rd,
Yeah, they'll be at the Hammer Mall here, the Bonaventure Mall
okay.
In Chelmsford.
in Chelmsford,
Yeah.
from 6 to 8:30. Then August the 27th, which is a Saturday, it'll be at both malls as well from 10 to 4. And again on the 30th, same malls from 6 to 8:30.
Okay, and do you have late registrations, or you pretty much have to get everybody by that time?
We do have late registration, however, there's a price increase. And we do have a deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's enforced because of the city. The city wants us to have all the numbers in by a certain date. So we try to encourage everybody to get our numbers in by that date. And it's also to make the teams fair too. When you have late registration, sometimes it'll offset the teams. So we try to make the teams very level, so it's always fair play and every team has a chance there all the time. So.
You're doing something different this year, aren't you, in September? Are you having an open,
We have
something